over the years when I would go to a tournament, whether it be in Ohio, Indiana, Florida, Salt Lake City, it didn't matter where. I fly into this tournament and enter, and I didn't know who would be there. I knew that some of the best arm wrestlers in the nation would be there. And you walk in, you train, you do your training cycles, and you train hard, and hopefully you're ready. And this is some of the hardware I racked up along the way, walking into tournaments and placing. It didn't matter if there's 10, 15 guys in my weight class, some of the best arm wrestlers in my weight class in the country. I usually always placed. If I didn't win outright first, I'd win second or third. And that's what I did. And because I trained for strength. I don't care about bodybuilding. I don't care about the size of somebody's biceps. I've never been impressed by that. Never have. No, I've never bodybuilded. I've never wanted to bodybuild. I've never been interested in bodybuilding. When I started lifting weights, when I was 14 years old, I started just basic weight training, and all I wanted to do was be strong. And I followed some powerlifting programs, and I followed some strongman training programs. And then in the early 90s, when I got into pro arm wrestling, I started training like the arm wrestlers. And I learned how to train the tendons, ligaments, and joints, because that's where the true strength comes from. It's not about, strength is not about how big somebody's biceps are. Strength is about strength training. And that's all I cared to do. I didn't care about looking good in a pair of Speedos. I cared about performance. And this is some of the trophies I've collected along the way. No, I've never lost an arm wrestling match to a pro bodybuilder. When I was competing, I would do tournaments, and I would take challenge matches. And I have taken challenge matches from professional bodybuilders. I've arm wrestled them at the Arnold Classic. I've arm wrestled them in other places, and I've never lost them one. Because like I said, when it comes down to hand and arm strength, it doesn't matter how good you look in a Speedo or how good you don't. And it doesn't matter what your bicep size is. That has nothing to do with strength. Nothing. And I have arm wrestled professional bodybuilders and handed their butts to them on a silver platter. I've also arm wrestled some really good powerlifters before, and I have beaten them. I arm wrestled a 650-pound bench presser one time in Gahanna, best out of 5 match, and I beat him 3 out of 5. I beat him 3-2 and took the match from him, and he was a 650-pound bench presser. It doesn't matter. That bench pressing has nothing to do with hand and arm strength. And those 23, 24-inch arms has nothing to, bodybuilders have 23, 24-inch arms, 22, has nothing to do with arm strength. Nothing. And I don't plan on losing to a pro bodybuilder. When I walk into a tournament or take a challenge match and I'm ready, and my training cycle was sure, I grab a hold of you, I'm going to break your wrist, dislocate your elbow, or pull your shoulder out of joint, or whatever I have to do to hand you that loss. And I'm going to walk away the winner. And that's the way it was.